Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TankNiplz YouTube channel. Now, I'm bringing you something a bit different, although not too different. You know I like to review things on this channel, mainly food, drinks, YouTuber products, put it that way. Although it has been YouTuber products, but I'm not going to limit myself to just that. But that's not relevant today anyway, because what we do have today is another YouTuber product. And typically, I like to do YouTubers I watch, YouTubers I like, which isn't going to make my reaction more biased, but it might make me more passionate about the product that I am reviewing. Today, I'm reviewing something that came out quite a few years ago, and I never got my hands on them, and today I did. But there's a backstory behind it. You can't say that probably. Sdmn X Tops official trading card collection. Now, you're probably thinking, how did I get my hands on it? You're probably thinking it looks a bit old. Well, it does. Here's the story. You can't buy these no more. I'm pretty sure they were limited time or limited editions. I don't know. But I was just scrolling Vinted, I'll be real, and I saw them and I thought, oh my god, a box of Sdmn cards, I'm going to get them. And they were only like £3 and I thought, it's unopened, I get to open a box of Sdmn cards. Obviously, I'm an idiot, and I know there is multiple pictures that you scroll through on Vinted, but for some reason I didn't check the other photos. I just checked the first one, which was this. So turns out, obviously you can see the box is worn, it's quite dented, and it is not sealed, it has been opened, and the cards have been handled. But I had already placed my order, and I thought, well, lesson learned. It was only £3 or something like that, so not the end of the world. We won't dwell on it. But I thought, you know what, I'll give it a look anyway. I'm not sure. I don't know if these were the original ones. 2022. So this might be the original, because since then they've done their own sides cards. I don't know if this is official, like Sdmn created, or if this is like their collaboration with Tops. I don't know. But we've got them anyway. 2022. So when I obviously I opened them to have a look at them. So I opened them and I noticed obviously it's a bunch of loose cards. But then I noticed, and this is what I do appreciate from the seller, you know, given that they are already opened and they've all been through, the seller has put them all in sleeves, which I have limited card knowledge, limited trading card knowledge. I know they're a big thing right now with whatnot and Pokemon cards and all sorts of sports cards. I have no card knowledge. I've not got a massive interest. I'm not opposed to it. I'd probably get into cards, but only something that I like Sdmn, or WWE. Or boxing, or music, or besides the point. I know what sleeves is. I watch a couple of YouTubers that do card things. I don't watch their card things, but like, you know, I watch Sdmn and all their friends and that. So I know what the sleeves are. So they have sleeved them and looked after them. So that I appreciate. But when I say looked after, not really, because half of them are bent. Like really bent. And then when I thought, if they've, you know, I get if they've opened them, but then also if they've managed to go through and sleeve them all, it probably means we've not got any good cards in this pack. So that's something we're going to have to live with. The fact that we might not get any good cards. But I've only had a glance at a couple. I wanted to save it for the video to go through them all. We've got quite a thick collection here. I'm not sure if that's like the full amount that's in a whole box. I don't know. But let's go through them anyway. So, I don't know how rare certain cards are. I don't know the law behind trading cards. Obviously, I had cards when I was young, but not many. And these days, it's much more of like a monetary thing than it is just a kid's collectible thing. It used to be for kids when I was younger. So, yeah. So, I have got KSI Gamer Tag. Not sure if that's good or not, but pretty cool design. I like that it's got the design on the back. That's pretty cool. I've got Greatest Moments. JJ gets elastic band snapped on his back. That was a crazy moment, I will say. Mental moment. I'm going to make a pile of each of the different sets we've got. I've got JJ Glitch, okay, another JJ one. JJ Glitch. Glitch looks kind of cool, I'll be real. Gamer Tag Mini Minter, that's our second Gamer Tag. I'd like to get one of like each of the Sdmn for each category. So I've got 2 Gamer Tags. And I've got another greatest moment. I've got Vic scores penalty at Sdmn charity match. That's 2 greatest moments. Younger years, our first younger years, Toby. Cool, pretty cool. I have got another greatest moment. Oh, fucking hell. Ethan gets hit by Zobo. Pretty great moment. I'll be real. Oh, this one's the other way around. Tinder in real life. Josh, can I tie your shoelaces because I don't want you falling for anyone else? Smooth. Oh god, I am not neat. But then again, they're all on sleeves, so they're slipping absolutely everywhere. I've got Tinder in real life again. I wish I was cross-eyed so that I could see two of you. Nice from Ethan. Another Tinder in real life. Art Vic. Even in a global pandemic, your smile is still the most contagious thing. Cold. Again, I'm not sure how many of these are actually like good. I think I'll be able to spot like the proper good rare ones, but like I'm not sure like, you know, any of these considered cool or whatnot. I think they just look cool. I think it's cool that they have trading cards. There doesn't need to be a rare one in my opinion, but you know. Behind the scenes, golden balls. Cool, that's our first behind the scenes. I've got another behind the scenes. It is Sdmn speed dating. Nice. That was one with Theo Baker in. That was pretty cool. I've got top 10 videos. Sdmn Tinder in real life 3. That was a banging one. The one with Chunks, Philly, and Harry Pinero. Why did I say that so weird? Oh, Sdmn. What is this? Sdmn our group of 7. I'm guessing this was at the front of the pack. I don't like that they're all bent. It's really like ruining my experience. If they were all like kept in good condition, it would make it better. But I'm guessing that's from the front of the pack, so I'm just gonna leave that. That's quite cool. That's in the middle there. I've got another younger years. I've got younger years Harry. Was he? He was really blonde when he was little. Wow, he's literally got like white hair right there. That's crazy. Okay, I've got another glitch. That's only my second glitch. I've got Vic glitch. Have I got any? I feel like there's someone I've not got any cards of. Maybe like Ethan. I don't think I've got any Ethan cards. Greatest moments. I've got Toby outsmarts JJ. That was pretty funny moment. Is that where? Greatest moments. No, Tinder. Where's greatest? Oh, there it is. I'm getting confused in my own pile here. Oh god. I've got another glitch. Toby glitch. I've got another gamer tag. Vicstar 123. I like the categories, they're quite clever. They make sense, like gamer tag, like the names they go by. Like, obviously not necessarily just on their games, but like on the YouTube. Like, we all know they're called Vic, JJ Simon, but it's Minimint, a KSI, and Vicstar 123, you know. Mate, it's quite cool. Younger years, JJ, my goodness. That's another younger years I've got, and I've just dropped that straight on the floor. Give me a second. With the sleeves being on them, they do slip absolutely everywhere. Another greatest moment, JJ gets a big scare. That was the one, that was the moment that was on Ellen DeGeneres, whatever. The Ellen show. Don't know what you call it. Sdmn eats 70,000 calories in 24 hours. What is this? This is top 10 videos. This joins Sdmn Tinder in real life 3. Oh! Okay, they haven't removed all good cards. I've got a 229 out of a 250. I've got a numbered card. That's my first numbered card. Top 10 videos. It is Ben. I won't be sending any grading companies. One, I don't care enough. But two, like, they're not in good condition anyway. It would be pointless. I'd be paying money for nothing. Top 10 videos. Sdmn $10,000 versus $100 road trip. And it's only 229 out of 250. Top 10 videos that goes in that one. You can tell this is from 2022 because half of these aren't in the top 10 videos anymore. Sdmn Tinder in real life 2. This is another top 10 videos. I've got 4 of the top 10 videos. Mental. Behind the scenes again. This is the Sdmn camping. Where's behind the scenes? There's behind the scenes. There it is. Oh, okay. Just kind of behave yourself. Another behind the scenes. Hide and seek in a bunker. That was a great video. I remember that video. I remember when that came out. We have Tinder in real life. We should play rock, paper, scissors, and the winner has to date the loser. Cool. That goes in the Tinder in real life pile. I've got 2 cards left. I have got Tinder in real life again. Are you a pickaxe? Because I want to make you mine. Cool. And another younger years Simon. So, yeah. Don't buy them off Vinted unless you can confirm they're a sealed pack. That's my lesson learned, and that's your lesson to use, but I don't think anyone out there is that stupid anyway. I would like to get my hands on a sealed box, because I do like things like this, and obviously when things like this came out, I was still a child. Not like child, I was a teenager, but I didn't have my own money necessarily, a lot of it, and Sdmn products are quite expensive, so I would like to hopefully get my hands on each one of the products, because I know they've released cards 2 or 3 times now, and I wanna just have something to do with it, because I do like the Sdmn, and they are elite content creators, like upper echelon, and this is quite cool. So just as a little recap, I'm going to show you the piles I've got. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I've got Gamer Tag, I have got Vikkstar, Simon, and KSI. I have got, oh god, I've got the greatest moments. I've got the KSI jump scare. I've got Toby outsmarts JJ. I've got Ethan gets hit with a Zoe ball. I've got Vic scores a penalty, and I've got KSI gets whipped with the elastic band. I've got my glitches here. Toby, Vic, and KSI. I've got my younger years. I've got Simon, JJ, Harry, and Toby. Pretty decent selection. I wanted more Ethan cards. And more Josh. Ethan and Josh are my favourite Sidemen, and I haven't got them, which is annoying. Voice crack. Tinder in real life. I've got these. I'm not gonna bother reading out the jokes. But there's. I feel like these are my only Ethan and Josh cards, really. Like, not really that excited about that. Yeah, I mean, like, the one pack I've ever had, and it's not got my 2 favourite Sidemen in. That's just tragic. All these behind the scenes here. There's a couple. There's one under there. I'm going to save you all the bullshit. And there's some top 10 videos there. I've got about 6 of them, by the way. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. No, I've got 4. Never mind. Ignore that. But I've got a numbered card. And that is got to be the best card we have, because it is the only numbered one. So, yeah. Can't complain. And then that is obviously from the front of the pack. So, lesson learned. I won't be buying an open pack off Vinted. I'm going to go back on Vinted and look for a sealed pack. And hopefully I can bring you a better version of the video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to rank more stuff. I've got better videos planned in my head. Gaming and, like, vlog. When I say vlog, like, well, vlog, like, actual vlog. But also, like, trying stuff, ranking foods, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, please leave a comment. Let me know what you would like to see. What other videos you'd like to see. And subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.